Live.
Boom.
Brakta Yahweh.
Brakta Yahweh.
Brakta Yahushua.
Brakta Yahushua.
Brakta Yahweh.
Brakta Yahweh.
Brakta Yahushua.
Brakta Yahushua.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders, and salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Hey, this lesson is going to be entitled, bro.
Yeah, we got it's referencing the Jose Cuervo Last Days commercial, and through the Spirit we entitled this video the Jose Cuervo End Time Destruction commercial. All right, because we're in the time of prophecy, and planet Earth is speaking out. All right, through movies, through commercials, you know, it's giving us the envisionment of the signs of the times. So through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem and Howard Shah, we're gonna play this 2-minute video clip, this commercial clip, and then we'll jump into some prophecies and precepts to back it up. So I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna share the screen.
Civilization is upon us. The end of civilization is upon us. Hold your loved ones close. It's not only time. Kiss me, my brother, tomorrow. It's not kiss me, my darling.
I'm glad you decided to play the whole thing. I forgot about that nuclear part of it. Yeah, so we just saw, you know, the commercial, you know, and it's going into it. You saw the Edomite woman, she was stating that he's coming. And then, if I don't know if the Hakim out there could hear it, but you had a news reporter, and he was like, this is the end of civilization as we know it. Hold your family members close. You know, so what Esau is doing, enjoying the last seconds of their kingdom. That's why they were dancing, so on and so forth. Okay, and then you saw how the roof, how it dispersed, and you saw like the nuclear destruction in that that whole entire demographic right there, man. Y'all got something to say, bro?
No, I didn't have anything.
Okay.
So I guess you want to jump to the first scripture.
Yeah, let's go jump to the first scripture.
Yeah. Hey, because you can look that you can Google that video. You can look it up on YouTube, on the YouTube, and you'll see that the Most High, well, you know, so the video was replicating pretty much a nuclear attack. That's what it was replicating, but that links right up with the scriptures, man.
Okay.
You know, and then it still stood true because the people were dancing, trying to have a good time in the midst of destruction, man. You know, so there was an example of the Most High sending His Son to come as that thief in the night, to when you are caught off guard. So we'll start in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 7. It says, "The lion is come up from his thicket."
And the lion represents Yahweh Shai, our Lord and Savior. He's known as the Lion of Judah.
"And the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Right.
He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant."
And one of the ways he's gonna make the land desolate is by those nuclear missiles. And he also gonna bring destruction by those chariots, known as the UFOs.
And then it states the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. Hey, you unnatural Gentiles, man.
Yep.
You know, because basically, where is the sticky? He come up from the sticky. He's coming from the spiritual world, man.
Can you read? That's it on there? Okay. I would jump to Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds."
So he is basically Yahweh Shai, all right?
And that's the he that she was saying.
Yeah.
He's coming.
He's coming. So Esau knows, man. And he coming with the clouds. What's the clouds? Via the chariots. And just like those, I don't know if I can, just look in the sky, but you know how those clouds be moving. That's the way Yahweh Shai is gonna pull up, man. He's gonna come with the clouds. Come here, bro.
"Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him."
Every eye shall see him. That's literal. Go ahead.
"And they also which pierced him."
That proves reincarnation. Go ahead.
"And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him."
Right. So that's the reason why she's stating he's coming, because Yahweh Shai is not only bringing salvation to the elect, okay, he's bringing destruction to the 2/3 and the rest of the other nations, man.
"Even so, amen.
Mm-hmm.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord."
I am Alpha and Omega. Alpha, Yahweh Shai started with, he was Adam, and Omega, he's going to end it being himself as Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
That's why he's known as the I and the Tha.
That's right.
You know, the beginning and the end.
That's right.
"Which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty."
That's it, bro.
That's it. Okay. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night."
Right. And a thief always come when people are not expecting, man. That's a characteristic of a thief, man. Because why? He doesn't want to get caught. He wants to come unannounced so he can catch you slipping.
God. "In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise."
What's the great noise? Those great noises are actually the missiles, man. The nuclear destruction.
Yeah, God. Hey, because as it's written, it said the earth shall reel to and fro as a drunkard. You know, so when those nuclear missiles be hitting, it's gonna be boom, boom. It's gonna be that great noise that the scripture reference, and we can't even conjure up that actual sound because it depends on how many the Most High is gonna have land at one time. You know, how many it's gonna be. That number is gonna be great. It says, "And the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat."
What's the elements? The things you see within this demographic, like the buildings, the bridges, the cars, the trucks. Like on this, that per se, the little club they're in, you see, basically those are part, well, actually that consists of the elements, man, and the things surrounding those, that club right there.
Yep. "And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up."
Right. So that's the reason why we say that America is going to be totally destroyed, man. It's going to be an extreme desolation, which is going to become a goddamn desert, man.
Yep. All the works that represent like the homosexuality going on, the bestiality. You have adultery going on in this wicked land. You have the women over the children of Israel. Starting with the women of our nation. They over us, man. Everything is completely backwards, man, in this society. How about Yahweh Shai? He's gonna reset this whole earth. He's gonna press reset on this whole earth, man.
I got a precept for the elder as well. Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down.
And that's what those missiles are going to do. It's going to break this place apart, man. This place is not going to be able to be located on the map anymore, man. You're not going to know where Mississippi is versus where New York was. You're not gonna know where California is versus where Florida was, man. It's gonna be broken up.
The earth is clean, dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage.
That's right. You know, so you're gonna feel, you're gonna know the day of the Lord is here, man. You know, so all you people, you know, saying with the lackadaisical spirits, lollygagging, you know, that do what thou wilt, do what you want, YOLO, only live once. You know, you guys don't have any means, any disciplines, and any boundaries set forth. You know, so you just do whatever you want to do. And the Most High is not dealing with that undisciplined spirit in these. Hey, that's out the window, man. The Most High destroyed our people in the wilderness because of that same spirit.
Right.
You know, he continues to destroy you in your own neighborhoods because of that same spirit, because you refuse to turn back unto him, man. You know, just take the initiative, take that first step, you know.
And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
And it's not going to rise again, because as it is written, Jacob, well, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. This wicked kingdom and this wicked rule is not going to happen again, man. This is not going to come around a second time again, as you would per se.
And that's the reason why the news report stated this is the end of civilization
as we know it, because they can't conjure up in their mind what's going to be after this, what's coming next. But we know for sure that ultimate fear is the people that they're oppressed ruling over them. That's what they fear. The so-called black man, the so-called native man, the so-called Latino man. Okay, now he's over me now. Oh my God, I have a lot to pay for. You know, you got some more?
No, bro.
That was it? Okay. All right. So we'll jump back to yeah, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be?
God. So you're supposed to be serious minded, man. You're supposed to be pushing the truth to the best of your ability, man, based on a measure of faith.
No,
I'm good. Based on the measure of faith Yahweh Hashem is giving you, man. You know, hey, like the elder was saying, man, hey, you need to be serious, man. You don't got time to be just bullshitting around pussyfooting, man. Hey, this thing is gonna happen, man. And if you believe, you can see that the day is drawn nigh to it.
God. What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right, and the holy conversation is based on the way you conduct yourself in the godliness. How do you equate that to your righteousness based on your faith and actually trying to practice the law, statutes, and the commandments to the best of your abilities, man.
Verse 12, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
How do you haste the day, man? By watching, you know, that's what you do, man, going through the current events, you know, and measuring the time frames, man.
God. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved.
And what's going to create that nuclear destruction? Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, and we just stated that the elements are actually the things that are actually within this demographic, within America, actually will be utterly destroyed.
Times when we had the scripture.
Okay.
He posted Amos 5 and 18.
Oh, okay, I got it right here.
Because spirit, that's the spirit, bro.
Yeah, kind.
It says, woe to you that desire the day of Yahweh Shem Shai. To what end is it for you?
Right.
The day of Yahweh Shem Shai is darkness and not light.
Right. So you got these churchgoers talking about that they're ready to see Jesus. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't want to see Yahweh Shai, man, because what you been taught is to the contrary, man.
Yeah, kind. You can read on down.
As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
And that's literally death around every corner, man. If that hedge is not provided by Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be fucking killed.
It's gonna be like scene from Final Destination, man. It's like your death is gonna be inevitable, you know. Like one move you try to make, you see, you probably might escape the martial law or something like that. Then you might get sent to a FEMA camp, and you might escape that. Then you might run into a race ride.
right.
You might escape that. Then you might meet up with the RFID chip.
Right, bro.
You know, then you're gonna get put to death. Or if you escape all of that, you can't escape those nuclear missiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the end of it all.
Right.
All right. And this is Acts. All right, this Acts 2:17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, said the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams.
And that's what's happening right now. A lot of people are envisioning the end times, man. A lot of people are having dreams about black men in spaceships. A lot of people having dreams about buildings melting, bodies laying all around them. And why is that? Because we're in the last days, and the Most High has opened up that understanding, not unto all, but very much so unto many.
Good.
All right.
Right.
And on my servants and on my handmaidens, I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy.
And that's what's happening. When you go back into the beginning of this video, right? This lady right here, she's bugged out. Look at her, bro.
Hey, play it again. All right.
Yep.
Civilization.
See, she already knew what was going. She already knew what was going down. She's fresh out the, who know what time it is, but she got rollers in her hair,
Right.
you know. So that's proof how the Lord was coming in.
Time.
She wasn't prepared. She was ready to go night night. You know.
Hey, bro, I got a quick precept. Isaiah 52:15. So shall he sprinkle many nations. The kings shall shut their mouths at him. For that which had not been told them shall they see, and that which they had not heard shall they consider.
You know.
You can't get around it, man. Because basically the prophet is already telling you that the day of Yahushua is going to be destruction and dark. So you're going to consider that, man, when you actually see it. And that's the same thing happened with this white bitch. That's why she said he's coming, he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not coming back with no lollipops and some fucking flowers, man.
And it reminds me of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 too. It said we fools count their life madness because they were told a particular thing but didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And didn't care to hear anything about it. So then when it finally happens, when the Lord actually does crack them clouds, you know, all of a sudden the ish hits the fan, or ish gets real, as they call it, man.
Right, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, because we don't have anything to lose, brothers, you know, so we ain't got nothing to lose on this side, man. Hey,
Yeah.
our power's coming, coming to redeem us, man.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. This is the book of Acts chapter 2, verse 19. It says, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath.
Right, before the so-called shooting stars, the blood moons, so on and so forth, bro. But you know what? I jumped the gun. But hey, basically, hey, when you hear about all these meteorites and things of that nature, those are all actually signs of the heavens, man.
Even you see signs of the chariots.
Yeah,
You know, those are wonders in the heaven above.
Zechariah 5:1. It talks about how it's a curse, man. So a curse to who? He's coming. He's coming. This is the end of civilization as we know it, man. That's why it's a curse to them and 2/3 of our people, man.
Yep. Go ahead, bro. And signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke.
Right. You see in California, man, you know, certain parts of that state of California, man, is on fire, man. You know, we seen that when we was in California, like that, the aftermath of that, man. Go ahead, bro.
The sun shall be turned into darkness.
Eclipses, go ahead.
And the moon into blood.
The blood moons, go ahead.
Before that great and notable day of the Lord come.
Right, and that's how you measure the times. That's how we know through the Spirit, and all praises to Yahweh Shemashah that the time draws nigh, bro.
God. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah shall be saved.
Right. Whosoever, and that's actually going to explain itself in the following verse, the elect men of Israel, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. Let's see. You on 22?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isaiah 14. I think you had that one, bro. I think it was 23. 23 you want it?
We go Isaiah 34.
Yeah. See, I'll make it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Kanye, right. Yeah, Isaiah 14:23. I will also make it a possession for the bitten and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts.
And this is the aftermath of what we know as America, man. This is that besom of destruction, man.
That nuclear wind is gonna sweep you guys away, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I want to get besom because it's actually, yeah, you get that, bro. Yeah, get that.
Okay, kind. Matata.
It stays broom. So basically, like literally, that fire is gonna just sweep America, like it's gonna sweep it away, man.
Like literally,
right?
You know, and because you go into, let's see if I can find something on the nuclear wind, right? Because you go into that nuclear wind because these ICBM missiles are the Most High's instrument to cleanse this land.
Yeah.
Which one you think, bro? Which one talk about? Boom, let's hit this one. Let's see.
It's that mushroom cloud the scriptures be talking about. Basically, it's gonna make it like a scroll.
Yep, that's that wind right there. You see that? That's the ground, a ground zero or the center point. But when you see this white part here, it expands, and it goes miles upon miles upon miles, man. Mm-hmm. So anywhere near ground zero is over with instantly.
Right.
You know, but you people miles and miles away, you know, you're gonna get that wind. You're gonna get that nuclear rainfall as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, the most sized people, because a lot of people like to say, "Well, where you gonna be when it's gonna happen? You're gonna die too." That's the whole beauty of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. He has vehicles prepared for us to be above the clouds during this time, man. Because if you hear on the soil of the United States of America during the time these missiles start to fall to consume this land, it's over with.
Hey, I got a precept for y'all. Revelation 21:2, and I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
And there's not a new landmass with soil and dandelions and beautiful flowers and roses, man. That's the Most High's people.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Hey, because now they fought the good fight of faith, you know, and they are properly prepared for their bridegroom, man.
One more. Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers.
And that's those chariots. That's how we're going to escape this right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Raptazar.
And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Until the indignation be overpassed. Right. Until the Lord, you know, along with the host of angels, get done getting busy on this place, man.
That's right. Verse 21, for behold, Yahweh Hashem al-Shai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
That's right, man. You know, so you're not gonna be able to cover up, you know, throw a rock and hide your hand anymore, man. Mm-hmm. Because all of your evils and wickedness are gonna be accounted for in that day, man. Right. That's why the scripture said, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." So for what end is it for you? Mm-hmm. You know, your part and portion in the day of the Lord is gonna be darkness and not light. It's gonna be death and famine and plague and thirst. Mm-hmm. Like you people, hey, the majority of you people, man, you got some bad stuff coming for you, man. Straight up.
Got quick on this second. Ezra 15. And started 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivered he them unto death and destruction.
Right. So hey, people are allotted to die, man. That's the reason why it's indicated as Yahweh Shai's Yahweh Hashem al-Shai's indignation, man, his righteous anger, man. And that consists of 2/3 of our people along with these other nations, man.
In 2 Ezra 15:27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them.
So what's the plagues? Destruction, diseases, which are pestilence. When Yahushua comes back, he's bringing the plagues with the lasers and so on and so forth. And then the ultimate plague is that baby, man, the missiles, man.
Sure.
And then you're gonna have the vengeance from death from the beast, for because they're here to actually announce judgment upon you as well, man.
Sure. He says, and ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him.
Right. And that's the reason why this world is populated like it is, man, because these spirits are upon earth to receive their judgment, man.
God.
All right.
You had another one?
Okay. Got another one?
No, I just still got Matthew 24. Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Okay. In the days of Noah, when he was prophesying, then our people know what's coming. It's gonna be it's gonna be start raining and stuff like that. Our people fearing their hand at him, But that ark he was building, those same people try to get in. So how the scriptures say, enter in thy chambers, it's gonna be the same thing this day. It's gonna be those same people. They want to get inside those chariots.
Yeah, they're gonna want to, but you got to get beamed up to get into them. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be left here as they watching you go up.
Right.
With that little star in there, that little twinkle. Can I come too?
Right. So it's gonna be the same way. Like they were basically partying, marrying one another and stuff like that, just having a good old time. But the city of confusion is shut down now. And that's America. So it's gonna be the same way, man.
That's right. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
It shows you that on the commercial. Yep. Yeah, they were dancing, enjoying the last seconds of the kingdom. I mean, of their kingdom.
Taking shots.
Cuervo.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Mm-hmm. There you go, man. I got my Isaiah 24 right quick.
Okay.
Right, 24 and 10.
All right. It's Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. You can say something?
Yeah, hey, brother Tazwan just brought out something, Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of Yahweh Shemashah is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
And who are the ones howling, man? Let's start with our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And the sincere brothers on down. We howling. We letting you know, hey, wake up to who you are. Wake up to who your true power is, man, because it's about to be destruction in hand. So you fan your hand and talking about, I'm not worried about those niggas or whatever. That's going to be your destruction, man.
Yeah.
All right.
This is book Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in.
And the city of confusion is Babylon the Great, America. The word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word babah, that means confusion. So it's broken down. How it's spiritually breaking it down now, because you see the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and like I said earlier, the sincere brothers on down from that, they breaking this down spiritually. They letting you know who the so-called white man is according to the scriptures. They letting you know who all the other nations are according to the scriptures. They let you know the downfall of those people according to the scriptures. They let you know the downfall of America according to the scriptures. Right. So we breaking it down by that through the spirit of Yahweh Shah.
Verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets.
Yeah, people gonna want the truth, man. That's gonna be when that famine of word come through, man. They're gonna want to know where those guys at don't stand on no highways and no byways. Where they at now? But according to the scriptures, prophecy is gonna be a famine of the word. You're not gonna be able to hear that word anymore.
It says all joy is darkened, The mirth of the land is gone.
And going back to that commercial we watched, those people, you know, they was dancing, have a good old time. You saw that woman beat on that window. Talking about he's coming, he's coming. So it's gonna be the mind frame starting with our people, because that's what we're really concerned about. Our people then is gonna go on down to the other nations.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was it on that? Okay.
Yeah, bro. Get Isaiah 63.
You want to start?
Yeah, I can break it down. You can break it down. Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
That's Yahweh Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Edom, that's the biblical name for you so-called Caucasians today.
Mm-hmm. This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
He said, traveling in the greatness of his strength, man. Those chariots he's gonna
right.
be on, man.
Right.
He's gonna be on top of that main chariot Ezra saw. It looked like a big old mountain.
Fathership.
That fathership.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in down apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
No, you got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, so basically, hey, what's the wine fat? The people. The people are the wine fat, okay? And he's not going to actually be out there. It's just symbolic. He's going to be doing a lot of killing, man.
Just like back in the day, how they show you how they used to make grapes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make wine or whatever. You had to step on the grapes and got all the juice going up on your clothing and all that.
That's right, bro.
That's going to be like this symbolic for all the bloodshed in America.
Mm-hmm. Verse 3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. All right. For I would tread them in my anger. Because you remember, he still remember how 2/3 of his people did him, as well as those Romans that pierced him, man. Okay. And trampled them in my fury. All right. He's mad, man. Because remember, the spiritual world is on a different, it's no time in the spiritual world, right? So Yahweh Shai was on earth 2,000 years ago. Now you equate that to 2 days, man. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, which going back to Isaiah 52:15, so shall he sprinkle many nations. How is he going to do it? With their blood upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. All right. For the day of vengeance is in my heart. So the day of vengeance is in Yahweh Shai's mind, man. And the year of my redeem is come. And who is he going to redeem, man? The elect of Israel, man. That's it. All right, last one for me. 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. And you got Jake at home probably eating a bag of chips thinking it was just a goddamn commercial shit, man.
Right. No. Those simps, as an apostle bar called.
Yeah, man. I love these
Yeah,
you started one.
1 Thessalonians 5:1. But the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so coming as a thief in the night.
All right, go ahead.
For when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming up upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Now, hey, bro, go to get that travail in the Greek. I think it's Odin. Yeah.
Strong's G 5604. Odin.
Odin slot.
Odin.
All right, let's just jump to the point. Intolerable, definition 2, intolerable anguish in reference to the dire calamities precede the events of the Messiah, man. So the world is going to be in a fucked up state prior to Yahweh Shai coming back. But that's why he's going to add more fire when he comes, man. All right.
We say in the scripture, shall fire be kindled already?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be all type of race riots. You're going to have the military draft. You're going to have martial law going out in these streets, man. Famines, pestilences.
Bodies.
Yeah. It's going to be just total chaos and anarchy in the streets of America. So by the time Yahweh Shai come back, it's going to be more fire.
Right.
That's gonna be with those chariots and those nuclear missiles.
And you motherfuckers in the church, man, especially beginning with you preachers, because you supposed to be a shepherd and you supposed to be one in the flock was approaching them, man. And you leading them straight to the avenue of death, man.
Leading them straight to hell.
Yeah. All right, bro.
Verse 4, read down verse 4.
Yeah.
It says 1 Thessalonians 5:4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief.
And the reason why through the Spirit, how about Shemashah, we're not in darkness, because we have the light, man, which are the scriptures, and being able to understand the scriptures, man, being able to navigate within the Bible, man. Go ahead.
Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor darkness.
And what proves that point, through the Spirit, how about Shemashah, we was able to basically allot precepts, you know, with this commercial right here, man. It's just not a commercial, man. It is commercial, has substance, man. It's informing you that America is going to be destroyed, man.
Correct.
All right. That's it, man.
Yeah, read that last one.
Okay, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Correct. And through the Spirit, how about Shah, brother brought out this commercial. And we pretty much spiritually, you know, analyzed this commercial, and we saw the prophecies in this commercial. It's relating back to the scriptures, you know. So we watching through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah.
And with that, we hope you were edified. And all praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders, and salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.